Thank you. Alright, I'm really enjoying, especially you guys who don't do this like professionally. You guys were writing poetry. To be a poet, all you gotta do is write poetry, right? So there's lots of great poets here. Alright, we got this. This is about a woman in California who went to jail. She's in jail for the rest of her life, and I can't justify what she did, but I was trying to wrap my mind around what it'd be like to be in jail for life. It's the stuff of poetry. This is from the Journal of Murderer Melissa Huckaby. Before I went to jail, I used to open my eyes to the pale fuzz of morning through my bedroom blinds and feel the day buzz with hope in its early hours. But that's before I hung myself with the rope of a mistake I can never take back. The noon sky from Mama's porch used to change by the second. And when the sunflower sun streamed down like a shower, the clouds were cotton shirts flying on clotheslines across the blue. Now, though, I reach my heart through a grate toward my square swatch of sky. I raped a child. My crime and I, for the rest of time, will wrestle as they herd us through the fluorescent hallways. I don't deserve to feel the sun's rays, but what good is this future if I can't take back the past? Look at me. Despise me. I folded a child fetally, then zipped her into the pit of a suitcase because the rolling pin emerged from her bloody. I said, look at me. I despise myself. I sodomized a child. Worth into worthlessness, I reconciled, then dumped her in the manure pits off toward the farms. This child just skipping home to her mother's arms. Nighttime is for the content. The rest of us roll on our cots, tormented by the voices of our sick past choices and tied up in knots. Will I one day forget the sound of birds chirping in the early morning? Those invisible throats in the trees that know before me that the daylight is easing into the east. They call me schizophrenic, but not insane. Does strangling a child sound sane to you? I get it now. I was born destined to die after decades in prison. Never existing would have been a consolation. On the outside, allowed to roam, my mind encompassed more space than my home, but here in my cell, my mind sits still. See, all of us in prison are ashed from society's cigarette, compacted like boxes and sent away. But hope is branches of birds sending word that it's done, and the end of my sentence is near. How do you go on for decades in a cage, in a body they slowly drain of my soul? I die a bit each day with age for my sentence of life without parole, and I dream of that day at the end of these tears when I leave here and wake up in my own bed. But I lie to myself about having hope, 'cause I'm only leaving dead.